Hey, what are we doing today? Getting through some replays. If you are in my Discord, in the replays for human tab, until I can no longer possibly do it, shit, human boy, that's me. Until I get to big enough of a channel that I just get too many replays and it's physically impossible, I still have a standing promise to cast every replay that is put into this channel. So if you want your replays cast, go to my Discord, go to Replays for Human, put them in here, I will save them and cast them, and etc. Usually we do a replay bingo. We are not doing a replay bingo before Warhammer 3 because I don't have enough replays. The game is slowing down as people get ready for 3. Yada yada, normal stuff. So to fulfill my promise, we are going to cast them as just games. So we're going to cast a couple replays in a row here, and Hazel is going to attack me right now. No! Hazel, no! No! So we'll cast 2 or 3. I have not watched these ahead of time, so I'm in the same boat as you. I will try to remember whose videos go into what so I can ping them and say, hey, I cast your games, because people like to have their games casted. Of course they do. Starting off, this is a replay from LS Nevermore. It was just titled LS because I think it's because 2 people of the same clan, Contende and Nevermore, are fighting each other. Hazel is still attacking me, but I will try to cast this game. Hazel, no! 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 We have Norskin Warhounds in the back. I got punched in the face by a dog. Just 1 flanking Warhound. Then for Nevermore, we do have Marauder Horsemasters, Horsemasters. So 4 Horsemasters. We have a Norskin Ice Wolf as well. We have Armored Skinwolves, 1 unit of Berserkers, 2 more units of Berserkers besides that. Seamus Sorcerer of Metal with just Final Transmutation, Skinwolf Werekin, and Wulfric the Wanderer. For the Dark Elves of Contende, we have 3 Scourge Runner Chariots, 3 Cold One Knights. Are they Cold One Dread Knights or just Cold One Knights? Cold One Knights. Marathi Double Manticore up in the sky, and in the far back we have Bleak Swords and Dread Spears. This is a pretty standard good kite build. This is how Dark Elves want to play this matchup. Cold One Knights especially, I think, on paper are very good. I have not gotten the opportunity to try them, but they're arm-piercing anti-large, so even if you bring Skinwolves, even if you bring armored Skinwolves, they're pretty good at keeping you off of their Scourge Runner Chariots. And as we've seen in some of my recent replays, Cold One Knights kind of fight to the death. They have no leadership issues at all. They're decent units. They're just kind of weird. They're weird units. In the far back, the Metal Caster for Nevermore gets ganked out by Double Manticore and Marathi. Though they're not going to be able to shatter him before the Norskin Ice Wolves get here. And they will want to pull into the sky before the Marauder Horsemasters finish them off. A nasty Soul Stealer coming down. Doesn't hit either of the Marauder Horsemasters, so that's pretty good for Nevermore. And he does get his caster to rally. But as his caster's going to be taking more damage and Marathi Double Manticore are coming closer, he is going to rout yet again, I think. Cold Knights on the front did get caught up a little bit. Took some damage in skirmish. Yeah, from Skirmish Cav. And then the Metal Caster is going to die. Alright, I'm going to cast this at ×2 speed for a little bit because I sense a very long skirmish phase coming up. But Skirmish Cav are trying to shoot Marathi Double Manticore, get some damage onto them. Scourge Runner are running back and forth along with Cold One Knights to try and get free damage, but now it looks like it's not so free. It is getting caught up a little bit. Skinwolves, along with Chaff, are dragging down these Cold One Knights while they're getting focused down by Skirmish Cav. And it looks like maybe Contende is going to have to commit something. Marathi's taking a lot of damage as well from the Skirmish Cav underneath her. And even without a caster, Norska is doing okay. But Contende's making him pay for it. Wherever his Skinwolves aren't, these Cold One Knights and Chariots are just going to go nuts on all the infantry around. 1 whole Cold One Knight has been killed, and now the Norskin Ice Wolves and Skinwolves are going to run over here and help out. And Wulfric's coming in. If he gets Hunter of Champions down onto Marathi, her stats are going to tank into the dust. She has 55-40, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got Hunter of Champions soon, or does not even have it. There it is. Now she has 0 melee defense. She's surrounded by dogs and the Skinwolf Werekin. That is going to take her down very quickly. Dogs, can get a lot of damage in if you have low stats. More and more dogs pile in, Skinwolves are piling in as well, and these Scourge Runner Chariots are used to keep Marathi alive, but that could be a heavy cost to pay for this little engagement. Wulfric is now stuck in the middle of Cold One Knights. He's not really enjoying that as much as Skinwolf Werekin is fighting as well, but I think Norska would take this engagement over what was happening previously any day. He has 4 Skirmish Cav throwing in this entire time, doing a ton of damage to Cold One Knights. This is such a big loss for the Dark Elves in this moment. And Wulfric's in here. He's taking some damage, but he's overall happy. He's overall chilling. He's fine. Scourge Runner Chariots are trying to fire him, but they don't have nearly the volume of fire or damage of the 4 Marauder Horsemasters. That's just kind of a ridiculous thing to try to compare yourself to. They're the cream of the crop when it comes to Skirmish Cav. Norska is standing around with a lot of its infantry, doesn't really see a point to group up for a Soul Stealer or anything silly like that. Wulfric the Wanderer and his Skinwolf Werekin are going to get a little over-aggressive and immediately realize that and come back to home. Berserkers fighting these double Manticores, doing decent damage value, but the Skinwolf Werekin and Wulfric are going to come back and get some slap down. I like Norska's spot in this game. Scourge Runner Chariots are almost out of ammunition. Marathi's at half health. She's already cast a couple Soul Stealers, so her healing cap's got to be just around the corner, and both the Manticores are taken care of. Marathi cancels her own Soul Stealer that would have hit a bunch of units because she wants to throw a Doom Bolt at Wulfric. Not sure about that. Could have been a mistake. Could have been a conscious decision that maybe just not to use a Soul Stealer right now, but that is a nice Doom Bolt onto Wulfric, so I guess it's worth the cost. And there's the Soul Stealer on him, so it looks like Contende just wanted to do some Lord sniping rather than hit that giant cluster of skirmish cav. And I can't disagree. I mean, Wulfric, there's no healing on this roster for him, and Golden Knights get a side charge onto him. Where are these dogs? Nevermore still has some dogs in the far corner that could be used, but there's just not a lot for them to chase down at the moment, so whether they're forgotten or not, I don't know if it would make that big of a difference at this moment. Skinwolf Werekin is regenning up. Scourge Runners are trying to poke down Wulfric as he runs away. Armored Skinwolves are also regenning up. They have a ton of models left for how low their health bar is. They're actually doing pretty okay. But Scourge Runner Chariots are going to fire in, make them regret some of that. They lost one model in that barrage. And Wulfric takes some damage from the Cold One Knights, desperately chasing him down, trying to get the last of their value out of him. He does rout. 200 health left. If Marathi has another Soul Stealer on her, maybe she can hit him. Maybe. Armored Skinwolves run away. 11 models left, so they can keep regenning up. They'll do okay. Skirmish Cav for Nevermore has tons of ammo left. There's one full health Berserker that's about to get killed off in the middle of nowhere. As I'm sure Golden Knights and Chaff will charge down. But the dogs are forgotten no longer, and they're coming back to us. 72 health from that Manticore. Kind of surprised he isn't even shattered yet, but he's running away for now. Wulfric has rallied, keeping the Norskin leadership high, and there's a whole bunch of Skirmish Cav still doing Skirmish Cav things. Skinwolf Werekin and Armored Skinwolves healing up. Good, good. But the Norskins aren't loving every part of this. Their infantry has taken a significant beating. So is their Lord, who routs yet again. And their Skirmish Cav is running low on ammunition. Now, those Marauder Horsemasters making them essentially like Eltharion Reaver class cavalry once their ammo is out. But still, they'd prefer to have ammo than not. Norskin Warhounds are dragging down the last of these Cold One Knights, doing a lot of damage to them, taking some in return, but dogs are very good at dealing DPS. The problem is that they also take a bunch, so if the Cold One Knights are distracted chasing routing units, they can do pretty well. These Cold One Knights are fighting to the death against the Skinwolf Werekin, but the Skinwolf Werekin should win it. Should. And yeah, Scourge Runner Chariots, all out of ammunition. Now they're just basic, kind of low-tier chariots. And these dogs are fighting Bleak Swords, who are the cream of the crop of Chaff infantry. And if they rout off these dogs, they might also rout off these Marauders. There we go. This big old Norskin rout on the far side. How we doing? Cold One Knights, down to one model. Almost breaking and shattering with one model just before it dies. Bleak Sword's also dying. Where's Marathi? How many Soul Stealers does she have? Well, one less now. She gets a good one in. Does it hit these Skinwolves? Yes, it does. That is critical that it also hits the Skinwolves, but the Skinwolf Werekin is going to beat Marathi in this duel. She's going to have to be very, very careful, and she will start to run away. Armored Skinwolves still have 10 models left, which is actually rather impressive, and ooh, that is brutal that she pulls up into the air and dodges most of that volley from the Marauder Horsemasters. At this point, they just don't have ammo to waste, and Dark Elves are ahead on the balance of power. Wulfric has no more routes left. If he routes one more time, he's going to shatter. Marathi's getting awful close to him. And if he turns his back to her, he will rout, but he pops fight or die to stay in the battle. Skinwolf Werekin, very low. I would just focus your Marauder Horsemasters onto these units on the ground you can actually hit, rather than shooting at Marathi, who's pretty good at dodging. Just accept that, unfortunately, Wulfric is dead. Hunter of Champions is down onto Marathi. And a nice juke. And he plows back in. Can Wulfric kill her? No. Wulfric gets deleted, and that is going to tank the leadership of the Norskins, making the Skinwolf Werekin flee. One full health unit of Berserkers. A whole bunch of Skirmish Cav that is now out of ammunition. Armored Skinwolves fighting Bleak Swords. Barely still alive. They're going to break. They are going to break. Dark Elves are slightly ahead on the balance of power. I tend to agree. I mean, like, having a Lord and a caster still alive is a big deal, and the Norskins have been fighting this whole game without a caster after that excellent goon at the start by the Dark Elves. Scourge Runner Chariots plowing forward along with Dread Spears on the back is going to make these Marauder Horsemasters rethink their situation, but we do have Berserkers plowing in, so if these Dread Spears can be routed, maybe these Marauder Horsemasters can stay in the fight, and it looks like they will rally, and they'll be okay. Skinwolf Werekin is getting chased off by a Scourge Runner Chariot, but it sucks for the Chariot that it has to stay on him this whole time rather than have all the rest of the fight. Though I do think it's the right decision for it to stay on top of him. It feels bad. Now actually some Marauder Horsemasters are even going to come over and try to help bail him out. And this is a big push from the Norskins to rout off these two Scourge Runners, and they'll definitely chase it off the map. Marathi's heal cap is so close to Insight, meaning she probably has 1 Soul Stealer left. 2? Probably 1. Probably 1, if she's at her heal cap, remembering how much Soul Stealer heals her and such. Both the Scourge Runners are routed off. We have a full health Bleak Sword, almost full health Dread Spear over here, Armored Skinwolves, 8 models left, running around trying to rout off some stuff. And the longer this game goes after Wulfric's already died, the less and less that Lord has died debuff matters. It's much more brutal the moment they break. Gonna do a little bit of fast forwarding as there's a lot of chasing. Skinwolf Werekin is rallied as the Scourge Runner Chariot's rout. Now Norska's ahead on the balance of power. I tend to agree. Marauder Horsemaster's chased off another chariot over there. Will these Scourge Runners come back? Don't know. Marathi's about to land on these Armored Skinwolves. If she has a spell in her, she might use it soon. No, she should definitely hold on to it. This could get risky. These Skinwolves aren't going to break, and now they turn around immediately have attack orders onto Marathi, and they're going to pile up on top of her. Now Scourge Runner Chariot's possibly coming in. Oh no, they're going to run away. Now Marathi is stuck on the ground with Armored Skinwolves hitting her. There, now the Scourge Runners will commit, and Marathi, if you have a Soul Stealer, now might be the time. Otherwise, you're stuck with it, buddy. That Scourge Runner over there did rally. Marathi's trying to hang on. If these Armored Skinwolves rout one more time, they're definitely shattered. I've seen them rout so many times. And now the infantry are coming. Marathi's very happy to see her little friends now. Gonna hit ×2 real quick. Boop. Infantry are here. Armored Skinwolves almost certain to rout very soon. And they shatter, as we said. Now, it's not a one-sided street. We have Scourge Runners almost routing yet again. Bleak Swords routing yet again. And a side charge from these Marauder Horsemasters should seal the Scourge Runner's fate. Never mind, they're going to hang on. Full health unit of Berserkers is going to chew through these Dread Spears and Bleak Swords. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But Marathi is diving in as well. This is a close one. It's all going to come down to whether she has a Soul Stealer left or not. And now is the time to use it now that the Skinwolf Werekin has committed. 100% use it on him. And there it is. And it's going to even hit this Marauder Horsemaster and the Berserker unit. This could be huge unless the Marauder Horsemaster can get out. No, it can't. The Soul Stealer is in. Marathi's stuck on the ground. Skinwolf Werekin heal cap is approaching. He's taking chunks. Big chunks from the Soul Stealer. It looks like he's just going to recommit to the fight, realizing that if he runs away, he will just tick down slowly and probably get routed. Marauder Horsemaster's excellently cycle charging in and out, in and out, in and out, trying to rout off the last of the Dark Elves. Dogs chasing down the Bleak Sword. Scourge Runner Chariot in the woods might rally, might not. Skinwolf Werekin is in the middle fighting. Another charge comes in. Can they rout off the Bleak Swords? Never mind. They stop charging. They uncommit from that fight. Marauder Horsemaster's peeling out. Again, going to come back. The shattered Bleak Swords on the top. Dark Elves are still slightly behind on the bounce power. Marathi's taking a charge onto the Skinwolf Werekin. If she hits, this could be huge. But she misses because Pegasuses are good mounts. Then she hits. I don't know, but I know the Skinwolf hit her. I don't know if she hit the Skinwolf or not. It happened really quickly. Marauder Horsemaster's chasing around these Scourge Runner Chariots. Marathi's back into the sky. Dread Spears, almost breaking. Bleak Swords, almost breaking. They're the only thing here for Marathi. These Berserkers that are full health are actually a really big friggin' problem. They're going to chew through all this chaff, no problem at all. Boom, 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 boom. Marathi landing, going to try to hit the Skinwolf. Kind of misses the charge, but then she's going to hit the follow-up attack. No, she misses. Wow. Marathi, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you suck. She hits an attack there, but the Skinwolf hits 2 attacks in a row on her, and the Skinwolf is going to carry this game. Marathi's going to break, and with that, the Dark Elves are out of luck. Skinwolf carry, baby! Let's go! Nice job, nice job. Good job clawing back in the game from Nevermore. He never gives up. I've played him a couple times, and whenever I play him, it's like... Well, not every time I play him, but when I play him and I get ahead, I'm like, alright, this game's over, and he'll keep fighting to the very, very end, and sometimes when you think you're ahead, your micro slips up a little bit as you kind of start focusing on the next game, and he'll take games out from under you. Marauder Horsemasters all did excellently. Skinwolf Werekin got 2,200 value. That's a really good price from him. For Katende, good snipe, good start to the game. It's just in the late game. I'm trying to think. There weren't that many decisions I disagreed with. It was just got stuck in a grind fight with Norska and those Berserkers, man. Those Berserkers, they'll take it out of you. So it's good. That was replay 1. Get rid of LS. Boom. No more LS. Sartosa High Elves, it's from F&G. It's from another LS member. Well, F&G gave us this one, but it's him versus LS Blach. Oh, I think this is Black Knight. But anyway, it's Black. We have Eltharion the Grim versus Aranessa Saltspite. Alright, armies are very far away. So we'll see. Quadruple Mortar, 2 Depth Guard, 2 Sartosa Militia, a front line of zombie deckhand mobs, and a back line of zombie polearm mobs. 1 Morgul Haunter, Vampire's Caster with the Summon and Invocation of Heck, and then we have Aranus Assault Spite on foot. Interesting little army. We have Eltharion the Grim on the other side with Soul Quench. Uh-oh. Oh no, he has Eltharion's item. The pew pew arrows from the sky that suck. And he has, it looks like, the Fang Sword of Eltharion. 2 Illyrian Reaver Archers. Then we have some Spearman Rangers, 2 Bolt Throwers, a Frostheart Phoenix, Lion Chariots of Krace, and Silver Helms. Good stuff. I am going to play it fast forward until the armies get a little closer. Soul Quench goes down to try and take care of some of the mortars. And when are we in artillery range? Okay, we're in artillery range. Eltharion charges down to the Sartosa Militia, didn't want to get shot by them while he's in the sky, and it looks like the Frostheart Phoenix and Lion Chariots are also going to come in for a very brutal charge. Now, they have to be careful as Aranessa does have a net she can use on any one of them, and that could be huge. Bolt throwers are actually doing really good work on these artillery crews, already almost taken out 1 full mortar. And it looks like everybody's going to get away. Aranessa uses her net, but oh no, Eltharion's outside of anything, so he's probably going to fly in just a second here before the Morgul Haunter can get him into combat. Yup. Well, okay, that was janky, but sure. That's fine, I guess. So the Morgul Haunter is going to catch him, even though Eltharion was kind of in the sky, and then Eltharion's just going to land to be a kind gentleman about it. Now the Frostheart Phoenix and Lion Chariots might have to recommit as Aranessa is here. Fang Sword of Eltharion does give 40% physical resist, which is very nice, makes him quite tanky. And he's missing some attacks on Aranessa, but when he hits one, oh boy, she is on foot and she is very squishy. Lion Chariots are rolling dirty through some polearms, because they're just chaff polearms, so they don't really have that much stopping power to them. And Eltharion's back in the sky, he can cast Apotheosis on himself, he'll be just fine. It looks like there was a summon somewhere from the Vampire Fleet Captain. There it is. And she took some big overcast damage for that. Mortars are having a bad time as Lion Chariots roll dirty through them. Just rolling through them. 1 mortar is disintegrated away. The other mortar, it looks like they either don't have a mount left or have at most 1. Eltharion and the Frostheart Phoenix are going to commit to fighting this random chaff mob, and those bolts from the sky from Eltharion did literally jack diddly fuck. Arcane Unforging cast onto Aranus Assault Spite. It's just kind of like an overpriced Spirit Leech, but it does reduce some of her cooldowns and such. We only have 1 mortar crew left online as the Morgul Haunter tries to chase away the Lion Chariots of Krace, and I mean, he's going to succeed at chasing them away, but man, the Bolt Throwers are wreaking a terrible toll into these mortar crews. Eltharion is going to wreck Aranessa, along with the Frostheart Phoenix, and then she's going to start like doing a little jig, doing a little dance, getting a little love between the Frostheart Phoenix and her friend. Pistol Mob having some obstruction problems, not able to shoot at Eltharion very effectively, and this Frostheart Phoenix is just chilling. Before it gets taunted, then it lands, then it flies, then it lands, then it flies, then it lands. Cool, cool. Morgul Haunter caught back up to the Lion Chariots of Krace, taken down to about half health, not taking any models off them just yet. And it looks like the Depth Guard have pushed forward to start slaughtering some Spearmen, realizing that they are not going to win the shooting game for once in the Vampire Coast of life. Mortars, it looks like both these crews are still just off of their mounts. I don't know if any of their mounts are still active, but FNG's got a lot going on. As Aranessa is getting chased off by Eltharion. Pistol Mob still freaking here, still fighting against the Frostheart Phoenix, and another one was summoned that might want to shoot over here under the Frostheart Phoenix. Meanwhile, the Sartosa Militia are trying to shoot at Spearmen that the zombie deckhand mobs are fighting. Cool, 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 cool. How are we doing over here? Bolt Thrower crews are both still very healthy, though one of them had to run away from their actual Bolt Thrower mounts because of the Depth Guard approaching and the Morgul Haunter. And these Lion Chariots are trying to roll dirty through those elite infantry. Silver Helm's charging in to help out the Frostheart Phoenix, kill off some of these summons. Well, it's a lot of commitment to summons, but I guess they're lasting so long that you just want to get the pistols off the field. I can understand that. I can sympathize. I ain't a heartless monster. 2 mortars back online. This mortar, I don't know what the hell is going on. They seem to be mounting some stuff, but they still say 24 models, meaning they're not on their thing. I don't know, man. I just work here. Lion Reaver Archers on the far side kiting out. It looks like the Vampire Coast is in a bad spot gameplay-wise, but bounce power-wise, they're actually ahead, so I guess that's a little strange. Is that Aranessa? Wow, Eltharion still hasn't killed her. That sucks. Alright, these mortars should be going away real soon, though. They've been crumbling at low health for the longest time. So maybe if you lose them, lose their ammunition, maybe it'll look a little better for you. These Sartosa Militia are just shooting at these Lion Reaver Archers, and then Black Knight is going to charge in there and finish them off once and for all. The caster is almost dead from the Frostheart Phoenix chasing it around. That would be a big, big win. here for the High Elves. I think if the High Elves... Seriously, she's still alive! Okay. If the High Elves can take out the caster and take out their Lord at the same time, I think that'll be a nice back-breaking blow, though there is still this Morgul Haunter to worry about. I hope Eltharion still has mana for some healing, because his Frostheart Phoenix needs it, he needs it, and maybe his Lion Chariots need it, as they still have 2 models, so if they're healed up, they could be decently effective. Frostheart Phoenix is the only Phoenix that cannot get a rebirth, remember that. Remember that, so you can't count on RNG for that. Aranessa is off the map, which is good for them. I mean, a leadership debuff on an undead faction is pretty whatever, but oh well. This Sartosa Free Militia is shooting at this Frostheart Phoenix, doing a lot of damage to it as it tries to shut down these mortars. These mortars have just been sticking around. No healing, they're just here. They're just always here. Eltharion is charging in along with some Silver Helms, trying to go out this Morgul Haunter. That could be a big part of this game for them. Gets a nice hit right away, and he's going to start trying to drag it down. Okay, doggy, where are we at? A lot of crumbling stuff, but there's so much vampire chaff. Holy crap. Look at all this chaff. Look at all this nonsense. Look at it all. Morgul Haunter is getting the crap beaten out of him right now, though, as Eltharion is slapping him down. Let's go, Eltharion. Frostheart Phoenix is even coming over to see what is going on. Kind of curious why everything's pulling away from Eltharion now. He could still use help with that Morgul Haunter. I mean, don't want to leave him alone. Don't leave him alone. Come back. Please come back. Back, Jack. Titanic. Still fresh reference. Movie's like 55 years old. Still a good reference. Alright, here we can see the Morgul Haunter is having a lot better time when he's not surrounded by Silver Helms. And Black Knight is going to send back a Frostheart Phoenix to help out Eltharion, but that could be a big mistake, assuming that you have beaten the Morgul Haunter. You've never beaten the Morgul Haunter until it is dead. Alright, Frostheart Phoenix and Eltharion together are beating the crap out of it. Frostheart does have a debuff aura, so now the Morgul's not having as good of a time, and he is going to disintegrate. Yes. High Elves trying to get their Bolt Thrower crews back online because they have tons of ammunition. They're going to get a nice side charge onto the Depth Guard. Depth Guard do not like being charged by Cavalry or Lion Chariots, and this is a banger. I'm going to do a little bit of fast forwarding as we have a lot of Benny healing around as FNG congregates some of his sources, and Eltharion is going to cycle charge down Depth Guard. Where the hell are your guys' things? Where are the bolt throwers? So for FNG is a giant pile of worthless chaff. Giant pile of worthless chaff. And 1 Sartosa Militia with a little bit of ammo left. For the High Elves, we have Lion Chariots, Eltharion, and Frostheart Phoenix, all very injured, all in need of some love and care and healing. And then we have 2 Bolt Thrower crews and some Silver Helms. Sartosa Militia are doing good damage. Oh, and then Eltharion's going to charge in and stop them from shooting. Lion Chariots are also going to charge in just a little bit. I'm trying to route them off, because remember, some Sartosa Militia are not undead. They can actually route. Lion Chariots don't want to stay in Depth Guard for too long. It looks like they won't. They will pull away. And Eltharion, I've not seen any apotheosis come out from him. I think he might have burned all of his mana on Arcane Unforgings and stuff, and that would be very unfortunate. And if it is true, because, man, we need some healing. We need some healing. Iron Reaver Archers are going to pile in on top of the Sartosa Militia along with the Silver Helms. So those guys are holding surprisingly strong. The Depth Guard are coming out here. These Lion Chariots are running away. I think if you had healing, I know I've talked about it a lot, but it's kind of a big deal. If you had healing, it would have to go on the Lion Chariots because they can't break anymore. They only have 1 break left in them. And by that I mean if they break again, they die. Sorry about that, being a confusing piece of garbage. Where the heck are the Bolt Throwers? They're the Bolt Throwers. There they are. And FNG has some deckhand mobs sitting on top of them. He's trying to keep them offline. As the Frostheart Phoenix is going to come in and try to help these Bolt Thrower crews get back to their mounts. Sartosa Free Militia have rallied yet again, and they are firing in. Silver Helms and Iron Reavers on the far side. Can the High Elves claw this back? Can Eltharion do it? I think not, but we will see. Lion Chariots running in, running back out. Their leadership getting very, very low as they take some fire from the Free Militia as well. And Eltharion's thinking about diving in. We have Cavalry on the backside. How are the Depth Guard doing? Depth Guard are still at about half health, and they have the hunger, so they heal up whenever they're in melee combat. Bolt Thrower crew is still trying to get back online. Lion Chariot's helping them out. And Eltharion's going to rout off the Sartosa Militia again. They're not shattered just yet. They have 1 more left in them, but I think with all this cavalry running towards them, they won't get another shot at it. Depth Guard crews are going to mulch through the Bolt Throwers, and that's going to be very bad for the balance power of the High Elves if these Bolt Thrower crews with all this ammunition gets killed. Eltharion's in here trying to kill some more stuff. Kill everything. Slay everything without a beard. Still no healing being cast as far as I can see, unless I'm just missing it, or maybe I'm focusing too much on the chariots and the healing's going on to him. But you can see the Bolt Thrower crew is breaking, and now the balance power is quite bad for the High Elves. Okay. Eltharion's getting his pew-pews down onto them. There's just a bunch of shitty chaff. It's mostly down to the depth guard and just strength of arms, but I think at this point Eltharion is going to be ground down. This is just him, the Frostheart Phoenix, and the Lion Chariot. It might be all, folks. It might be all. Cycle charge, gonna die, They died. Cool. For FG, Aranessa and the caster didn't get much value, about 1,000 between the two of them. But the Morgul Haunter got about 2,500. Dun. Depth Guard did just fine. Sartosa Militia did just fine. And Mortars did almost nothing, unfortunately, for them. Eltharion the Grim, 3,000 value. Spearmen, Rangers, Silverhelms and Lion Chariots did well. I mean, the Lion Chariots didn't get great value, but they did a lot of, like, crumbling and shock damage. It just doesn't show up because undead are undead. Legion River Archers did great. Frostheart Phoenix did great. And Bolt Throwers killed a lot of mortar models, but that doesn't give you the value. The crews give you the value, so they also didn't look good, but I think they were just fine. Okay, all right, that's that. Sartosa High Elves. Yeehaw. Do we do another one, or do we make this a separate video? We're doing another one. It's Bobman versus F&G. Bobman is Robert Bobby Manus Bungerman. Recently on Valkanus' stream versus Zyphos. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's good. It's a good best of 7. Good time. Oh! We get the Tomb of the Shifting Sands. It's a big-ass hill. We have an Empire Vanguard build with Outriders and Pistoliers. Outriders, Grenade Launchers, Outriders, and Free Company Militia. And then to back them up, they have 4 Knights of the Blazing Sun, a Lifecaster, and Carl Franz. Got it. Good. For Robert, Bobby Manning, Bungerman, Bobbit Manning. We have 4 Fellbats, a bunch of zombies, double White King on foot. It looks like Blood Dragon Vampire Lord on horse. Oh, that's interesting. Sternsman, Graveguard, Skeleton Spearmen, more Graveguard on the far side, more Skeleton Spearmen in the back. We have Blood Knights and Dogs. Blood Knights and Dogs, yes. Dog's going to sprint up, take a walloping out of the Free Company Militia. Holy crap. I thought they were better melee combatants than that, but they are just getting worked on. Carl Franz is going to dive into some Fellbats, try to get them off of the Outriders' grenade launchers, but it looks like actually the Outriders taking a lot more damage than I would have thought. All right, so far the Vampire counts are trading up more than I would believe. Franz is still fighting. He has Reichgrim, the Runefang, and Stand Ground, and Gal Pop, but he's fighting Fellbats. He's not fighting the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. That is a big mistake. I think he's going to rectify now. It looks like he's kind of heading back towards the Blood Dragon Lord. No, he's still attacking the Fellbats. That's a lot of buffs to pop onto Fellbats. But there's a shitload of things going on right now. It looks like Dwellers Below is going to catch these Blood Knights. The Knights of Blazing Sun are giving an honorable sacrifice to kill off an entire unit of Blood Knights and zombies, but mostly Blood Knights. Blood Dragon Lord has now felt the wrath of Carl Franz, though his buffs have got to be wearing off. Wow, Reichgrim, Runefang, and Galmaraz is still active. And Helm of Discord pop, but it's not nearly enough to lower this man's stats. He is unstoppable. 80 melee attack with some bonus versus large. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is getting completely destroyed. He's getting crumped down. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. He's almost dead. Not Sartosa. The last game. You were all there. You heard it. Free Company Militia having a shooting at the pew and they're doing the thing. And I had a mild stroke there for a second, but we're going to be okay. Knights of Blazing Sun still fighting dogs and bats, and things are going very well for the Empire. Can the Empire drag it out? I don't know where the Blood Dragon Lord is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's dead. No, he's back here. He's just crumbling, and when he's crumbling, he can't cast Invocation of Hex, so he has no healing coming in. Outriders' grenade launchers are somewhere, still trying to fight. Knights of Blazing Sun and Free Company Militia fighting side by side because they're brothers in arms. They love each other, and they're going to go get married, and there's nothing you can do about it. Outriders are firing at something pretty much in melee combat. Knights of Blazing Sun rallying on the far side, and the Blood Dragon Lord is just going to crumble into oblivion. Without him, I think this game might be doomed for the Vampire counts, as things look okay for them, but they're just going to get whittled down by the Empire, which usually the other way around. They usually just whittle down the Empire because they can heal, but you can't heal if your Lord's dead. Ha-ha! Because there's no Necromancer with a corpse card or anything. Now, we do still have double White King, but Franz will make short work of them if he ever gets onto them. Outriders are still firing up, but I think this is only a matter of time. I think this is said and done. Free Company Militia gets some spacing before the Knights of Blazing Sun pull away from the Graveguard and let the shooters do the pew-pew shooty shoots. Pew-pew shooty shoots. Free Company Militia thinking about shooting at the Sternsmen. Outriders are also shooting, but the Dire Pack are going to get onto them pretty soon and do some good damage. Also, it looks like Blood Knights are behind them, so no, that's going to be the death of some Outriders. We still have Lifecaster doing okay. And here, Franz is alive and healthy. Balance power is quite heavy in the Empire's favor at this point. I'm going to hit fast forward just a little bit. Dire Pack's going to crumble away. These Blood Knights are still very healthy, and they are going to get onto Franz. Maybe this is a last gasp at freedom as they try to take down the Franzinator and his buddy. but a rear charge coming in from Knights of the Blazing Sun. More charges in from the Knights of the Blazing Sun, going to go pretty badly for them. And Dwellers Below onto some zombies and skeleton spearmen. That is a flex. But along with the double Knights of the Blazing Sun and Karl Franz and the Lifecaster, these Blood Knights will get taken to Pound Town. They are dead. Vampire counts have a bunch of slow-moving infantry left, no mobility whatsoever, so these Outriders and grenade launchers should be able to just kite forever. Karl Franz is going to cycle charge indefinitely. Now the Lifecaster does get a little caught out, and that is a big problem. Stand your ground keeps him in the fight, though he is very low, but Franz is going to kill off this White King. And then he's going to charge back in and kill another White King. Outriders, grenade launchers, yada yada, killing more stuff, as we said before. Knights of the Blazing Sun just cycle charging. You can see this little pocket of Vampire Counts infantry is slowly going to get ground down to dust. We're going to play it times 3 straight. Karl Franz diving in. He's going to fight. Old White King is going to kill it, and the game is over. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. It was a good game. It was a good game. Good job, F&G. 3,200 value on Franz, 1,400 on the Lifecaster with his Dwellers Below. Knights of Blazing Sun didn't quite pay for themselves, but they did what they had to, and the grenade launchers got good value. Bobman, his Vampire Lord got sniped up by Franz while he wasn't looking, so 500 value on him is not very juicy. His Blood Knights got 2,600 value, so that's definitely where his micro was at, and Dogs did okay. Okay, that was 3 replays. We'll record some more replays later. Goodbye forever.